Closer I get to the full moon, the stranger things become. Yeah, you're right. But we're not that close. We could still get some fishing done, I think. However, I did go out last night and sat on the river and got skunked. However, I did not come home empty-handed. I did make some music out there. At least I got that done. But will that happen tonight? I don't know. But we're gonna go out. Things are strange. I've already encountered a peeping Tom and told him what for, but I think it may have been some Romeo and Juliet shit. Like when you were 12 years old and talking to your girlfriend through a screen on a window because her father was a Texas Ranger man. Okay, cup of tea. Let's go. Just like a dirty hippie, I'm still in yesterday's clothes. That means I need to wash up before I get on top of anything and get into some clean clothes. I haven't been awake for too long, if I'm honest, and I usually am unless I'm telling you a yarn just to pull your leg. But I'm not pulling anyone's leg quite yet this early in the video. So, yeah, you're right. When did I wake up? I woke up when my eyes opened. That's when I woke up. Obviously, I was working all night, so I slept during the day, and it was a hot day. But I did not wake up hot. I woke up, looked at the clock, and I was like, my goodness, how did I get a straight, clean 7 hours of sleep? Because that is kind of rare around here lately. Usually, maybe 4 or 5 hours or less, because I'm being woken up by loud noises all the time. But something's changed. It's quiet. I slept good in the heat of the day with the AC pumping. Yeah, so I'm in a decent mood. I woke up just after 7 p.m. and it is now after 9, and I stink to high heaven because I haven't been putting on deodorant for the past few days. I'm being too honest, aren't I? Well, it's not because I'm out of deodorant. It's just sometimes I don't feel like putting it on. Let me tell you, even though we got cheeseburgers with onions under my arms right now, I feel good. But let's go change things. Let's wash up. I'm not taking you in there with me, though. Boom, 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 baby. Yeah, you're right. The doctor is in. The doctor is eating his dinner. Before I go to the river, have a bite. The thing is, I don't know what I'm going to find when I get to the river. We're going to go to a spot I haven't been able to get into for quite some time because the river's been up. The river is below 12. It's 11.5 something. I'm at the head of the trail. Really, really muddy. There's a lot of water pulled up. Doesn't look like the river is extending up the trail like it was several days ago, but looks like it just left. Everything is super muddy. What we're going to do is we're going to check it out with the kalimba to soothe the spirits. That's right, you're fishing with Dr. Hood tonight. So I'm making multiple videos for other channels, not just the one you're watching at the moment. So you're not going to be watching me play this on this channel. You'll have to go to the boom. I think I soothed the spirits just fine, but I don't think I'm going to fish this tonight. I am really far back from where I need to go to cast to get into the best of the water, the best of the hole here. And I'm not going to be able to get my stuff easily down here because it is really muddy. Just coming down this trail, about lost my water shoes. They almost came off. Now they're looking like some kind of slip-on flip-flop things. I gotta pull the heels up. Yeah, unfortunate, but maybe one more foot, because I have fished this just around 10, a little over 10, around 10 feet on the Carrollton gauge. I thought maybe
maybe at 11 I could wade out, but it's just not worth it. It's too much. I'm not out for a mud party tonight. I might be out for a tape session. I might be out for, you know, some weird slide guitar, but I am not making music in a mud party. It's not that kind of night. Ugh. Let's go to another spot. When I was a little kid in the 80s, I remember on TV there was mud wrestling shows. I don't remember what day that would come on, but for a while they existed, right? Pretty thick, pretty deep mud right here. And then they had Jello. They kept like changing it up. They went from mud to Jello or pudding. I don't know, maybe Bill Cosby was involved in that pudding wrestling. I don't remember too much. I don't think it was something that I chose to watch. I think it just, I was tied to a chair and made to watch. What sucks for me, given the stretch of river I live on, there's only one spot. Yeah, and I've been there too much. I don't want to go, but it's the only spot. I can't cross the river. There's not much to offer me over there at the moment until we go down at least another foot. Let's go back to a sketchy. The doctor says there's lightning upriver. The weather said something similar. I'm doing loop-de-loops tonight. Here's the loop with balls. The ballsy loop. 147, and that lightning is crashing faster and faster, but no boom, no bang. But what's up? Let's figure it out. Okay, so it's 148, and this is saying our precipitation ramps up to 20% at 5 a.m. We don't have to go anywhere right now. We're just going to keep an eye on it. If lightning starts coming really close, if I hear thunder, I'm going to have to call this for the sake of safety. Bringing a guitar with you when you go fishing usually feels really American, right? Honestly, people all across the world do the same. Sometimes it's not a guitar, but the guitar goes everywhere. There's somebody right now on a distant planet casting the line out and then strolling back, put the rod down, pick the guitar up. I was here last night. There was more water. The level was a little higher and the tide was in. As you see, we're not dry, but we're not standing in water over here in the pit where I'm working. But the wakes are coming up right to the tree there where the rod holder is. I did bring the net that I fixed a few days ago, but I actually have a little bit of bait with me, and we're gonna use that first. I was here for a few hours last night. I didn't even really get a bite at all, but I did record several bits of audio here before I left, and I was able to get 5 tracks. I cut 5 tracks with the audio from here last night. Different things, right? This is what's up. This is from last night. I didn't bother taking the rest of it off. There was more, and it dried on. So while I was sitting here last night, well, technically it was in the morning, right? It was after midnight, just like now. This is, you could call this night, but it's morning. It's a good morning to you, is what it is. Good morning to me. I hope it's a good morning, right? So I was getting hit. The line was getting hit by debris left and right. Even though the river's dropping, it's still full of debris and dirty. Not quite the worst chocolate milk you've ever seen, but not the lightest chocolate milk you've ever seen. It's dirty. This clip is for the benefit of those who are watching one of my videos, this particular video, for the first time ever. This is the rig rundown for you. It's a 6-ounce lead on a sinker slide. that main line is braid, and it's hefty. It's 80-pound braid. Because of where I'm at on the river, there's a bunch of good reasons for it, because sometimes you need that extra strength to get your stuff back when you're dragging it through mud, and you need that strength to drag it through mud. You're not snagged, you're in the mud bank. And sometimes down here you get into it, you bang into, let me say it properly now, you bang into something you didn't expect, something that's quite sizable, like a 10-foot alligator gar, a big ass bull shark, or the biggest blue cat or flathead you ever had on the line in your life. It's possible here. Lots of things are. Okay, so the leader, the hook length if you're in Europe or in the UK, I wish you the best. Anyway, the leader here is a 50-pound mono. The hook is a Gamakatsu. It's a 6/0 octopus hook. One of my favorite styles of hooks to use for chunk bait, cut bait. All right, water before bait. It is well needed. All right, so I have just a little bit of mullet down in this bag from the pier with Alex and friends. That was a pretty fun session. Not the best fishing, pretty windy. The ride back was really fun. I had a chance to turn Alex on to the Reverend Horton Heat. Yeah, you're right. He'd never heard the Reverend Horton Heat in his life, and things have changed now. He's heard the Reverend Horton Heat. We did the Spotify list, and that's a long drive from where that is and where I am. So I got my fill of the Reverend Horton Heat for a while. Maybe I'll have to listen to the Reverend Horton Heat tomorrow. But yeah, it was a lot of the Reverend Horton Heat. Yeah, you're right. If you're like Alex and I just turned you on to the Reverend Horton Heat, but you haven't listened to him yet, and you're wondering, what is that? Well, that is a rockabilly dude that I have been listening to since I was a kid. He was really young at the time. I think he's just a little bit older than me, but when I was a teenager, he was making music. He's from Denton. Well, that's where he got his start, right? Denton is near the Metroplex, near Dallas, right? It's in Texas, and it's interesting because I don't know how many pompadours there are right now, but back in the 90s, for a small to medium-sized college town, there were a lot of pompadours. For whatever reason, there was a huge, and probably still is, a huge rockabilly scene there. Like everywhere you would go, cashier here, cashier there, dude here, dude there, lady here, pompadours. Not the, well, the ladies didn't have pompadours, some of them did, but lots and lots of pompadours. It was just like, oh my goodness. You go into 7-Eleven or, you know, Circle K, get yourself something, and there's a dude taking your money that looks like he's dressed up to go bowling. I would not always classify the Reverend Horton Heat as rockabilly. I like to say that it's more like honky-tonkabilly. Honky-tonkabilly. Well, it's Texas, right? So there's some honky-tonk mixed in there. We all, if you're from there and you're like musically inclined, you might have some honka-tonka somewhere in your soul as well. We're talking like Wayne Hancock kind of honka-tonka shit. You know, thunderstorms and neon signs. That might be what's up. We might have to call this because of thunderstorms and go back home to the neon signs. But I'm not back in Texas quite yet. We're going to be fishing in Louisiana tonight on the Mississippi River. So we got Lucinda Williams with car wheels on gravel road. That's what we're going to keep in the heart tonight, keep in my mind, along with some thunderstorms and neon signs as well. Respect. This is going to be a little easier than usual because we're so close to the full moon, even though we have a little bit of overcast hampering it a little bit. A lot of times this cast at night is 80% feel, 20% sight. Got to get it just right, or dang near close. It's got to get in a good spot, right? I think that was good enough. Good enough, I say, but not easy coming back, especially if it has a fish on it, because we've drifted to the right pretty tight. A lot of times when we drift to the right pretty tight, not only do our chances of getting a big fish come up, but our chances of not getting that big fish all the way up here, they come up too. It's just what we have to contend with. Yeah, you're right. But the doctor is here, and if he has to do surgery, if he has to swim, he's got it covered to a degree. And if a mean bull comes through here, I've also got that covered, because I'm dressed like a rodeo clown tonight.
When your brain is musically inclined on one level or another, it's hard to sit here watching the rod, listening to the rhythm of everything around me without finding myself inspired.
So as I'm sitting here just watching this rod do nothing, I'm not thinking about music anymore, I'm thinking about the rod. So what I'm thinking is, and I was thinking this last night too, it is a fact that we are fairly past the pre-spawn feed up. They're probably spawning, or some have spawned already, and more are surely to be spawning this week, because most fish spawn with the full moon, right? So one of the things you got to think about is the water depth that you're fishing. And where we're fishing right now was hotter during the pre-spawn feed up than it is right now, because there's not a lot of fish coming back up in here obviously to feed, because the river's dropping and they're in other places wallowing, doing the do, getting ready, they're tussling and stuff. So if we catch fish tonight here, a sizable fish, and they're all scratched up, it's because they were on the bed tussling with other fish. So it could be a long wait. We're not on the night of the full moon. This is not the night before. This is a Sunday night, and the full moon is Wednesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday might be really tough fishing for cats on the river right now this month during the strawberry moon, because they could be spawning. We could have water temperatures that allow them to spawn. They're not all going to be spawning on the same full moon night. There's going to be even more fish spawning next month's full moon, but most of those fish may be further up the river, because further up the river they don't have the same water temperatures as us, because we're further south, right? And it's hotter here. We got 6 minutes to 3. I'm gonna pull that up at 3, check it, see if there's any grass stuck on the line, throw it back out. At this point, I know a lot of people are like, man, this is a really long video and there's no fish yet. I kind of expected it would be. So yes, it is a really long video with no fish yet, because sometimes that's what's up, whether it's you fishing or me fishing. And it might be a time of year where you expect to catch, because it's warm outside, water's not freezing, but there's like thousands of reasons, and they could be upon you. They're upon me tonight, and we're just gonna have to sit here. It's a long session, bro. I brought things to keep myself entertained, things outside of just sitting there with my head down scrolling in Instagram looking at crap, bullshit really. So hey, you're with the doctor tonight. Yeah, you're right, you're in good hands. It's not chicken box for free, but yeah, you're right. 2:59. I'm sure somebody's trying to figure out a way to sue me for malpractice. I'm not a real doctor. Don't sue me for that either, because, you know, I'm more like talking about like Dr. Bob, Dr. John. I'm a doctor of what you see me a doctor of. And right now, let's see if we got to doctor this bait. We got to doctor it out of the willows. The line is tight to them. Okay, we're good now. Do you know who Dr. Bob is? Be nice or leave. He's the painter of those signs. Dr. John is a New Orleans musician, a legend. He passed away several years ago. And Dr. Bob, I don't know if he's alive or not still, but Dr. Bob is a folk artist. You would be bar hopping in New Orleans, and still to this day you can bar hop, and every bar's got a similar sign that says "Be nice or leave," with beer bottle caps ringing the frame. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Not even touched. Absolutely a guarantee that this is going to go tight to the willows, because I put it in a place to where it is definitely going to drift far to the right, hopefully in gorilla territory. Back in the day, Dr. Bob watched the channel. I'm not sure if he still does. I haven't ran into him in quite some time. I don't know what's up with him, how he's doing. Used to hang out with him or converse with him here and there. I conversed with Dr. Bob a lot during Katrina. We hung out a lot during Katrina, and then on and off after that we hung out here and there at different bars and at his shop sometimes, or in his yard. Looks like you're fishing with Dr. Hood, but you're not catching with Dr. Hood tonight. You still got some time to go. 3:44, so the amount of time we have to go is anybody's guess. Well, at the end of the day, it's my call. Haven't seen a bite. For almost an hour, I've just been sitting here playing music with the camera sitting there filming this way, practicing the guitar, doing a little recording too. Haven't seen a bite. Back in the early days of this channel, it wasn't actually called M Hood Fishing. I think it was just M Hood or whatever. And I was doing a bunch of different types of videos. Some of them weird music, some of it just other stuff, and some fishing. And the fishing dominated, right? And I was struggling to keep things together to be able to like have money and produce content every day and hold a construction job down where I wasn't really making that much money. So I ended up selling my guitars. I had a resonator, I had an electric guitar, and I had some vintage amps and other things, and I sold it all because I didn't really have time to do music anymore, because I was fishing a lot and I needed the money to keep going. And now here I am. I want that all back because I regret letting it go. Do I regret coming out here tonight? No, because, you know, I'm just having a great time hanging out, but I'm a little disappointed that we haven't got a bite, and I'm getting tired, and I'm wondering if it's just another night. But I'm going to give you this video anyway, even though there's no fish. But you've been hanging out with the doctor, you know, you've been hanging out with me. So sometimes skunk videos are really boring, but if you try really hard, they can be really interesting, and I hope I've made it very interesting, because I think that's what we're looking at here, is you're just hanging out with an old man, talking about stuff, playing a little bit of strange music, trying to catch a fish, going different places and whatnot. People are like, oh, you talk too much in your videos. These are vlogs, by the way. I would, if it worked, I would give you a video even every time I don't catch fish. But people start to hate that because, you know, they expect a lot. And I understand you want to see me catch fish, but these are vlogs. It's like my daily vlog. Whether it has fishing or not, it is what it is. This is me making a video, a slice of my life, and a lot of my life is fishing, and some of it's music. Well, a lot of it is now back again like it should be. And other things, dogs, cats, you name it.
a long life can have a lot in it. And that's what's up. These are vlogs. And this is a reality. You come out expecting the best and you don't get it. But you're getting something from me. You're getting it from the doctor. Yeah, I like to share stuff with you, not just the fishing, but a bit of my life, but not all of it, not all of my life. There's a lot of things I'm not going to share because there is such a thing as overshared. But if you want to know the truth, the honest truth, when I first came to New Orleans, hitchhiking here with 2 dogs, I had nothing but 2 dogs and a guitar. Playing that guitar on the street is how I pretty much got right here in front of you on this camera, on your screen. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come up. But that's how I came up in New Orleans when I got here, got to this area before Katrina. I got my first apartment playing guitar. That's how I made the money. I just went out every afternoon, every night with my dogs. Rain or shine, because I could play rain or shine, play slide guitar. And I'm not even the best slide guitarist, but that's what I did. I raised the money, got myself off the streets, and I started looking for a job. I worked for Benny Nagy, Mardi Gras Zone. I cold called some pressure washers and I started pressure washing. Yeah, the guitar got me up off the street and got me where I'm at today. And yeah, you're right. This fishing rod ain't getting me much today. But yeah, maybe I'll give it another hour. Feel like saying maybe I won't, because I'm a little hungry, I'm a little tired. I have some fresh green beans from the garden. A friend brought over earlier right as I was waking up. I just made myself a cup of tea and they knocked on the door and they had some of them Asian green beans to offer me that came out of their garden. I'm thinking about putting a little sesame oil in the pan, slicing them up a little bit, and then a little kosher salt, have them on rice. Just rice and green beans. Sounds good to me. I do have a bag of pheasants I need to thaw and cook as well. Why'd you let me start talking about food? Hungry now. Thinking about thawing some pumpkin too. Got some pumpkin in the freezer. Pumpkin, green beans, rice. I don't know about doing the pheasants right now because everything else is easy peasy. You don't have to thaw it. You just knock it up real fast. But the pheasants sound good too. It's 4 o'clock now, so I think we're gonna try. I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna try stay another hour. But you can hear 23, the highway I have to cross. You can hear it. It's busy. There's traffic coming and going. So maybe it'll slow down after an hour, but probably not. If I leave in an hour, if I leave in 2 hours, I'm gonna be stuck waiting to get across it, and then I'll get across, but just to the middle. Get stuck in the middle for a little bit, and then get across. Should be okay. Just a pain. I just had a bite. Dang, it wasn't much of one. Oh, we're not even that deep into 4 yet. Not that deep past it. What time is it? It's probably like 4:10. It's 4:07. It's always like that. You come out, well, not always. You come out, you start a session around midnight or after midnight. Sometimes it's just like boom, boom, boom. They're biting all night. Other times you don't get any action until you start getting close to pre-dawn, and that's what's up, I think. I was hoping, that's why I was like, oh, I'll struggle another hour, I'll suffer through another hour, because why leave now? We're so close to pre-dawn. It's probably because I just, yeah, hungry and tired, and I'm just like, come on, fish. What the hell? Look at the size of that thing. Oh my goodness. I was like, what is that big green thing shaking the vine over there? You got babies? Whoa. That's an hors d'oeuvre. I'm not gonna eat that ever, never would I. I'm not 100% on this because I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Could have been a phantom, but I think I just had my second bite. Oh, okay, so it is 4:56. Sunrise is at 5:59. Can I last another hour? I need to start bringing the kit to make tea out here because I could murder a cup of tea. Oh. Did I speak too soon? There's something going on. The third bit of movement over there on that rod. Okay. Okay. Come on, keep doing it. Keep going. Keep going. Take it down. Are you there? Can I? Oh, do you like that? I pulled back. Did you like that? How about this? You like that? Ooh, you don't like that. Oh, you really don't like it. Oh. You're saying, what the? Stay away from those willows. Oh, oh, I got you. Oh, you don't like it. Oh, can you hear him beaver tailing out past those willows? Let's just hope that we can get them past the willows. Did we? I think we might have him past. I can't see. I'm trying to like judge by the angle of the dangle. No, he's right there in them. Come on, we just gotta horse him through there. Oh, he's still back there behind them. Oh, he's pretty far to the right. Oh, the doctor might have to go skinny dipping. We might just get lucky here. We're definitely pre-dawning, and I think we did get lucky. He's well. Oh, he's coming to the left. He's right here. Oh yeah, sweet beaver tailing. Beaver tailing action. Last week or so, I don't know when it was. It was over a week ago. I was here at night, and I don't think I got a fish from that, or I may have got a fish from that session. It may have been when I got the 36 pounder. Well, anyway, oh, actually, I don't think it was, but maybe it was. I don't know. Anyway, there was one of these nights. It's on the M Hood Boom. It's called Cosmic Beaver Watching. There was this beaver that just came up. You see where that catfish is? And the rod holder was right there where it is now. And that beaver just came and sat right there for about a good while, hanging out, staring at the ring light or the rod. I don't know what. He was staring at something this way, looking this way, and I just sat there and recorded him. But you're no beaver. You're probably a bit over 20 pounds. Oh, hey, come on. I thought we were looking at a skunked video because, whoa, it definitely took a long time. But I knew, like, hey, I'm not gonna give up quite so soon because
here pretty soon. You know, we're gonna be right into a feeding cycle. Like I said before, sometimes they feed late at night, all night, but nothing was up back behind this dock right here until we get close to sunrise, and that sky is lightening up. Let me set up to show this fish off. We may put him on the scale. I decided not to bother weighing this fish. Whoa, feisty fish, feisty. He's definitely over 20, something like maybe 25 or so, maybe higher than that, maybe even 28. Nice big blue cat. Definitely not eating this one. Just wanted to catch a big fish. Yeah, you're right. Whoa, he's ready to go home. And someone else is too. Yeah. Want to know what kind of doctor I am? I'm a fish doctor for people. That's the kind of doctor I am. Yeah, you're right. Here we go. Thanks for playing. Oh, what's going on with you? You gonna kick back in there? There he goes. He's headed back out. Yeah, you're right. Nice. Not just because I'm tired and hungry, but also for the sake of time, I need to call it right here. Just so happy we got one fish, and it wasn't a little tiny thing. It was a really nice fight. Had a great time bringing him in. I felt the stress, I felt the joy, and I was happy to release him. Yeah, I gotta get this done, get some sleep. Well, also, I'm going home to edit, by the way. But I need to just get it done because I got to get to bed and get up and then go hang out with a friend. And I don't want to miss that. So yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching and all that good stuff. And I tell you what, the doctor will see you next time. Got any biscuits back there? I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that. Couldn't resist. You got anything good to eat back there? What's French fries? You got any biscuits back there? See you next time.